Hey everyone, and welcome to Top Think. Today we'll learn about 12 phrases someone says when they're into you. Now, let's begin. How do you know when someone is romantically interested in you? In an ideal world, your crush would come out and loudly declare their love for you, letting you know once and for all how they really feel. But that's rarely how it goes in the real world. Hardly anyone is this straightforward. Why? Well, because confessing our feelings and then being turned down? Seems like the scariest thing in the world. When you feel strongly about someone, the last thing you want to hear is that they don't feel the same way about you. Most of us would rather hide our feelings than experience real-life rejection. Here's something that you probably don't know. Even if you've never confessed your feelings directly, you've probably leaked those feelings many times before, likely without realizing what you're saying. When you like someone, your behavior unconsciously changes and you start to say things you never would have said before. The fact is, it's practically impossible to completely ignore or extinguish your feelings. Most of us are simply incapable of talking to our crushes like any other person. You may give them too many compliments or stumble through your words or extend overly affectionate gestures, all of which they indirectly give away your feelings. Now, this may sound embarrassing, and sometimes it is, but the very same phrases can help you determine whether or not your crush has feelings for you. Just like you occasionally let your feelings slip, your crush has probably made the same mistakes. As hard as any of us try to keep our feelings under wraps, some phrases are just too romantic to be casual or platonic. So if you hear these phrases, especially more than once, this person probably thinks of you as more than a friend. So the next time you interact with your crush, listen closely. Eventually, you may catch them using phrases that instantly signal their interest in you. In this video, we're going to explore 12 of those key phrases which almost always signify real romantic intentions. If you hear any of these phrases, be confident in your connection because this person is probably interested in you. Number 1. I've never told anyone this. When we like someone, we often build trust by giving them a glimpse into our personal lives. We show them pieces of ourselves that we don't normally share with anyone else because those kernels of vulnerability make your connection strong and personal. If someone likes you, they may try to build trust by sharing their secrets and vulnerabilities with you. They might say, "I've never told anyone this," before confessing something deeply personal about themselves or their experiences. From that moment forward, this person is putting their trust in you. They're trying to be vulnerable and connect with you on a deeper level. Why? Because you mean much more to this person than they're willing to admit. Number 2. Can I sit here? If someone likes you, they'll find any excuse to be around you. They want to talk to you, share moments with you, and create opportunities to deepen your connection. For example, when you're sitting down for a meal, they may race for the next seat right next to you and ask, "Can I sit here?" What they're really saying is, "I want to be by your side." If you feel the same way, you might create similar opportunities to close the distance between you. For instance, you may search for 2 open seats at every table so that your special someone can sit by your side. Yeah, this may sound like a simple, friendly gesture, but closing the distance can be a reliable sign of deeper romantic interest. Number 3. You get me. As you bond with someone on a romantic level, you may feel like you're connecting in a way that you've never connected with anyone before. You may experience powerful pangs of empathy, comfort, and familiarity, which often develop into stronger feelings of love. But how do you know if or when the other person is experiencing the same emotional resonance? When someone has strong feelings for you, they might say that you understand them in a way that no one else does. If anyone says something like this, they feel close to you in a way that surpasses casual friendship. Around you, they feel seen, understood, and appreciated, so don't be surprised when those feelings develop into love. Number 4. If we were dating. If someone likes you but isn't willing to tell you directly, they might pose hypotheticals about a world where you two are dating. This is especially common when you're in a relationship and someone other than your partner has developed feelings for you. They know they can't confess their feelings for you, so they create hypothetical scenarios in which you two have become a couple. For example, they might say something big and romantic like, "If we were dating, I would never want you to leave my side." Maybe they make little jokes about your hypothetical dynamic as a couple. Whatever the circumstances, this person is creating an imaginary romance because they're deeply interested in you. Number 5. If you ever need me. Do you know someone always willing to lend a hand? Anytime you're having trouble, this person is the first one to reach out. They're always available for you and likely encourage you to call whenever you need help. Gestures like these are sometimes interpreted as empty promises, but if someone likes you, they'll always show up when it counts. They want to help you as often as possible because these favors create opportunities to make your life easier. If someone really likes you, don't be surprised if they try to shoulder some of your burdens. Number 6. Tell me about you. When someone really cares about you, they're constantly curious about your life, your perspective, and your experiences. They want to know every detail about you, and they never seem to get sick of hearing your stories, opinions, and ideas. At every opportunity, they're asking questions and picking your brain because there's honestly nothing that interests them more than you. Chances are this person finds you fascinating because you're always on their mind. Number 7. I appreciate you. No matter how much someone likes you, they may not have the courage to confess their feelings. So they find other ways to tell you just how much they care. For example, you might hear them express their appreciation. If you do something nice, they might say, "I really appreciate you." There are layers to phrases like this. On the surface, this person is letting you know they recognize all that you do for them and they feel grateful to have you in their life. But the same words may be an indirect confession, replacing words like care, adore, or even love. Listen for these words in combination with other phrases on this list. If you hear more than one, then their appreciation for you may signify something deeper. Number 8. This reminded me of you. This is a big one. If someone is seeing you in the world around them, it's because you're constantly on their mind. They know you well enough and they care deeply enough about you that everything in their environment stimulates some memory of you or your relationship. So, they channel their thoughtfulness into small gestures like sending you a funny picture or giving you a thoughtful present. In either case, they're seeing things that remind them of you because they're far more interested in you than you realize. Number 9. Are you seeing anyone? Someone who likes you may be curious about your relationship status. They might pry into your personal life asking if there's anyone you're interested in right now. 9 times out of 10, they're asking about your status because this person is thinking about confessing their feelings for you. Assuming you're single, of course. No one wants to learn after the fact that you already have a crush or a partner. So what do? We fish for answers. If you're off the market, they'll probably act like they don't care. If you're single, on the other hand, a confession may soon follow. Number 10. I noticed you. You may notice one particular person watching you every chance they get. They're constantly observing the little things that you do, and when you change something, they're often the first to notice. You might hear them say something like, "I noticed you changed your hair," or "I noticed you're always eating at the same restaurant." It may sound a little strange, but phrases like these are reliable signs of romantic intentions. Anyone who watches you closely enough to notice little changes in your life likely has strong feelings for you. Number 11. You're one of a kind. Has anyone ever told you that you're special? When someone falls in love with you, they start to feel like you're different from everyone else in the world. In their eyes, you are incredible and incomparable, and they may even tell you how special you are. This person likely treats you differently from everyone else because, in their mind, you are one of a kind. Number 12. Let's do this more often. Here's an obvious phrase that many people miss. When someone likes you, they want to spend time with you, right? They may suggest activities that you can do together or make plans with you in the future. Either way, they want to see you as often as they can because there's nothing that makes them happier than time alone with you. If this person says they want to see you again, choose to believe them, especially if they make concrete plans for the future. Anyone who actively pushes the relationship forward isn't just being polite. This person wants to see you again and again because they're secretly in love with you. Hey, thank you for watching Top Think, and be sure to subscribe because more incredible content is on the way.